first came to the clinic about 5 years ago. I read, I think, a piece on the Kansas City Star. It was an article about the work that you guys were doing in here, and that got me interested at first. So I started to look at what you guys were doing, and that's how I became involved. First I got the initial curiosity about the mission that you guys were doing, and after requesting the information through Susan, she gave me a deeper understanding of what was going on, and I decided that it was a good way to give back a little bit, and that's how it all started.
Okay, and how many hours a week do you work here?
I usually work about 8 hours a week.
Wow, that's great. And what sorts of projects do you work on?
I mostly work with the Spanish-speaking patients in their provider appointments. In addition to that, every now and then I help with the scheduling of Spanish-speaking patients as well, and in contacting about lab works or that sort of stuff.
Okay. Is there, when you're doing the translating, is there a certain thing, like a certain challenge that you hear among that population in terms of seeking care? Like, do you hear some of the same things over and over again?
I think most of people are not sure where they're going to be able to find the help that they need, and that's the main obstacle for them to seeking help. They initially don't have the notion of what services are provided for them, and they are always a little hesitant on whether we're going to be able to help them or not. But when they overcome that first obstacle, I think they are pretty happy with the services that we provide them here.
Great. And what is it that keeps you coming back to the clinic? 8 hours a week is a great commitment. So what keeps you coming back?
Well, and I wish I could help more. This is going to sounds a little selfish, but I think it's very satisfying to see that we can help them in any shape, way possible. I can only wish I could do more. And what I do, it's very tiny. There's so many other people involved with the clinic that do such a great work, and then working with them, sometimes it's fantastic too.
Okay.
It's a great experience.
Awesome. And what would you tell someone who didn't know anything about the clinic?
Find out what we do, and I can assure you, if you find out what we're doing here, then you will find the curiosity to see how we do it, and when you see how we do it, then you will want it to become involved.